After engrossing myself into the content of this course, Language and Literacy for Teachers, I have broadened my knowledge of all aspects of language. I have also been able to extend my knowledge of how literacy, language, reading and writing is developed within the classroom, something that I will add to my teaching toolkit. My view of language prior to the commencement of this course was simply that language is the words we use to communicate to each other. As I delved into Module 1, it became apparent to me that language is not only the words we speak to each other, but can also be non-verbal. Therefore, language can be seen and heard. We as humans communicate to one another on a daily basis, and it is important that we all have the chance to learn about language and be able to communicate effectively, especially in today's society where communication must be clear and concise. Being able to communicate with language allows us to exchange our knowledge, beliefs, opinions, wishes, thanks, promises, and feelings. Without language, there would be no communication within the world, a world incomparable to the one we live in now. Moreover, something interesting that I have also drew from this course is that not only is there many different languages around the world, there are also different forms of languages called dialects. This includes types of English such as Australian English and Western American English. It is clear that this poses an interesting question to myself as a future educator. Do I only teach Australian Standard English within my classroom and disregard all other language and dialects? The stereotypical notion that people who speak differently to us, being a different language or dialect, are illiterate. This statement is incorrect. From this course, I have gathered that it is important to embrace diversity in regards to languages. Of course, Australian Standard English will be very much apparent within my classroom. However, I must embrace other home languages or first languages of my students. As Module 1 was all about understanding language in different varieties and registers and the influence of culture on language, I believe Module 2 focuses on how language is developed and taught at school. To me, Module 1 provided the base understanding of language, then Module 2 puts this understanding into practice. Jean Page's theory of cognitive development has put everything into a real-life perspective. Noticing my younger sister's language development, it is clear her understanding and development of oral language is a reflection of myself, other siblings, and my parents. This clearly highlights to me that my students' language and literacy development will be a reflection of not only their home life, but school life as well. It is therefore important for me to create an environment where language diversity and literacy is embraced, and structure programs where literacy and language are easily defined and learned. As we come to an end of this course, it has become apparent to me the importance of literacy. Literacy is the ability to read and write, a lifelong skill that all humans need. As a future educator, I must provide quality and instructive literacy lessons. As this is a huge task, I must call on readings outlined from this course and also the prescribed text to assist not only my students' language development, but my ongoing language development.